Sacred alignments, the constellation of Orion and ancient Egypt. Now we see similar alignments in Latin America, in China, and we wonder why. Now for thousands of years, the constellation of Orion has been tracked across the sky by numerous ancient cultures who studied the heavens and since immemorial. And it seems that the Great Pyramids of Giza are lining up with Orion's belt. Based on constellations and position of the stars, the ancients built fascinating monuments, calendars, and observations that allowed them to track the position of constellations and heavenly bodies across the sky. After all, from these constellations, creator gods came to Earth, is what they believed. And we know that this constellation is known as the Dog Star. Now, not only did the ancients follow celestial bodies for thousands of years, ancient cultures around the globe firmly believe we came from the stars, just as deities and quote-unquote gods came down to Earth from the heavens. One of the most studied constellations by ancient cultures thousands of years ago is the constellation of Orion. Throughout the ancient world, from Egypt to Mexico, this constellation has been the center of the skies for our ancestors. That's what they believed. Now, why are monuments such as the Pyramids of Egypt mapped in such a way that these constructions mimic the skies? Why was Orion so important? And why is it that so many monuments and structures on Earth correlate with the position or movements of stars and constellations like Orion? Orion is without a doubt one of the most prominent constellations in the sky and is best seen between latitudes 85 and minus 75 degrees. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. Its right ascension is 5 hours and its declination is 5 degrees. Al-Nilam, Mintaka, and Al-Nitak, which form Orion's belt, are the most prominent stars in the Orion constellation. Betelgeuse, the second brightest star in Orion, establishes the right shoulder of the hunter, and Bellatrix serves as Orion's left shoulder. The Orion Nebula, a formation of dust, hydrogen, helium, and other ionized gases, rather than a star, is the middle star in Orion's sword, which hangs off Orion's belt. The Horsehead Nebula is also nearby. While numerous other stars and constellations were crucial for ancient cultures around the globe, Orion was among the most important. As above, so below, the Pyramids of Giza mimic with a fascinating precision the 3 most important stars of the constellation of Orion. Were the ancient builders of the pyramids trying to tell us something? If we look back at ancient Egypt, we'll find that this ancient culture believed their gods literally came down from the heavens, from Orion and Sirius, in the form of humans. Now we know from the Tully Papyrus, where the Pharaoh of Egypt was witnessing and recording the gods, their lords, the overlords of Egypt, landing on the Giza Plateau from the heavens. And he was quaking in his shoes as he was recording this. Now, Orion was associated with the god Osiris, while Sirius was connected with the goddess Isis. And together, Osiris and Isis created the human civilization, so the mythology of Egypt tells us. Now, without a doubt, one of the most intriguing ancient civilizations on Earth is the Egyptian, and one of the most fascinating structures ever built by man, the pyramids, are located in Egypt, and Orion was worshipped by the ancient Egyptians. As it turns out, there is a mysterious correlation between the 3 main stars on the constellation of Orion and the 3 main pyramids of the Giza Plateau. The pyramids at Giza are considered by many as the most mysterious structures ever built on Earth. They are both perplexing and mysterious and are a perfect example of sacred alignment since they form what many believe is a three-dimensional map of the three main stars of Orion on the ground. And as it turns out, the builders of the pyramids made sure to mimic the constellation as best they could, which is why when the pyramids were built, the brightness and location of the three main stars of Orion was something that the builders took into account. The two pyramids of the Giza Plateau the larger pyramids line up perfectly with two of Orion's stars, while the smaller pyramid of Menakure clearly follows the third star of Orion with a slight offset. This is from Ancient Code here on Humans Are Free. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support.